Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your future spouse. What is your future spouse going to be like, and how are you going to meet them? As always, this is a regularly requested topic. I go a while without it and everybody starts asking, when is the next future spouse reading? So happy that you guys enjoy it, and we'll always be happy to deliver the very things that you guys request. So let's pull out your 3 cards for today's reading. If you, of course, prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Actually, I'm sorry, I really feel this one. I was even looking at it as I was pulling the other one. So I'm just gonna trust my my intuition on that. All right, so let's see what we have for today's reading. For pile 1, you've got Medicine Wheel. For pile number 2, you've got Cedar. And for pile number 3, you've got Tobacco. Oh, sorry. If you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. For pile number 1, you've got the yellow Aventurine. For pile number 2, you've got the green grass jasper. Oh, yeah. Yes. I was right. I was like, green grass jasper. It's not the green grass jasper. It's the green moss agate. My apologies. And for pile number 3, you've got the tiger's eye. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. They may be telling you a whole story, different aspects in each pile of how you're going to meet your future spouse and how it's going to begin. And as you listen to the different piles that you're drawn to, they will give you a full picture of what to expect and what you're meant to know about it. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Please note that I'm about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. And if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, this part of the introduction, as you know, was created specifically for you guys. I have a crazy idea that just hit my mind. So let's say you're asking, is the person that I'm already with going to be my future spouse? So first of all, check out your sign. So go by the Venus. If you don't know the Venus, just go by the sun signs, no problem. Just, extra details, that's fun to do. But go by your sun sign and their sun sign. In your pile, you'll find out who you're meant to marry someday. And then check out the person that's on your mind's pile. their star sign. And see, does the pile describe you? Does it describe your current relationship as well? So yeah, check that out, and it perhaps can assist you answer your questions. Okay, so do I have 4 in my hands? Let me just double check. Yes, I do. So the signs for pile 1 are Pisces, Aries, Virgo, as well as Taurus. The signs for pile 2 are Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, as well as Libra. And the signs for pile number 3 are Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, as well as Sagittarius. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your piles using other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that as well. If you feel like you're going through decision paralysis and you're like, I don't know which sign to go by, unless you know, go by that. Some of you will be like, today I'm going by my Venus sign because it's the area of love and relationships. And some of you could be feeling like, oh my God, I'm so lost. Go by your sun sign. Go by your sun sign. And yeah, just follow that. Simple, easy, straight to the point. And my dear pile, guys, I'm just going these days on autopilot. My dear soul family, once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like and how will you meet them. To do this reading, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay. Ooh, 2 cards, right. So, very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. Let's go again. Your significator card is the medicine wheel with the keyword cycle. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Aries, Virgo, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay. So everything is shuffled and ready. Let's create space and start getting into the reading. One thing about this your significator card that popped out, the colors just remind me of the German flag. It just reminds me of the German flag, or even the Belgian, right? So I would say there's something about your future spouse that has to do with Germany or Belgium. Perhaps they're from Germany or Belgium. Maybe they speak German. Belgium, I think, speaks Dutch, French, if I'm not mistaken, Dutch and French. I'm not sure what else, but yeah, Dutch and French. So there's something about these countries or these languages that has to do with your future spouse, some element or the other. Maybe they live there, and maybe none of that. Maybe they just went to a German university, for example, and so they are affected by the German culture. There's something that I am intuitively picking up in that department. Yeah, so let's see the rest of your cards. You've got refusal to change. Okay. Can I fit another card here? Yeah, I guess I can do that. You've got lost dreamer. You've got transformation with the sun in Pisces. Beautiful. 12th house energy. All right. Definitely 12th house energy. Transformation and Pisces. Okay, that's really nice. And you've got temple. High priest, religion, church, secret society. Other keywords are sacred, occult, archaeology, order of chivalry. Okay, so we've got temple. I can place it here, right? I guess we can definitely do that. All right, so now let's take a look at your tarot cards. Ooh, talk about the transformation. Oh, it looks like this person, you will meet this person. Yeah, you will meet this person at a very important time of their life. You see the doors are open, the temple symbolizes or denotes spirituality. And you've got two spiritual cards here. See, the medicine wheel. You will be meeting this person during a time of great change and great healing. They're breaking a cycle from a time when they refused to change and there was a block in their life. Everything was gray. They weren't following their dreams, or perhaps decided their dreams were lost, to a time where they've changed so much to a point where they are unrecognizable. So you will be meeting this person during a time where they're shedding their old selves and becoming a new person in that liminal time in their life. So you're meeting them at a very, very critical and important time of their lives. They're becoming a new person. I see that they've always envisioned, like the refusal to change in the past. You know, sometimes people refuse to change not because they don't want to change. I mean, if you talk to them, they would sometimes say, oh, I'm open-minded for everything. I'm all about change. Do you not see how I changed in this and that? But sometimes there's this one thing in our lives that we don't see. It's like a blind spot. We can't see that it is the very thing that's standing in our way. Not to mention that we don't even know how it's solved. Sometimes we don't even know that it's an issue. And so we don't want to judge this person and think that this is a person who's like stubborn and refuses to change. Sometimes as we go through the cycle of our lives, and especially with spirituality, becoming aware of what we are not aware of is the whole process in its own. So during that time, it's not that this person refused to change, or maybe they did. Who knows what their story is going to be exactly, that we're picking up from the cards. But most likely, do you see the DNA here signifying this growth, spiritual rising? It symbolizes things like the Kundalini rising. In any case, all I'm trying to say is they're going through phases. just like the phases of the cocoon before it turns into a butterfly. So part of the phase that they were going through previously is that they were trying to figure out what's wrong. Why am I not able to achieve the very thing that I dream of? Is it like crazy to even dream about these things? Should I just watch it from afar? Can I not just achieve this person? There's something about who they are supposed to become, who they, or maybe that's a change that happened to them as they're changing their minds about everything. But yeah, you're meeting this person on their precipice of change, like they've made a lot of changes, they're changing, and you're going to meet them and watch that changing process happen in front of your eyes. Some of it has already been done, especially the past cocoon part. It's like watching that person push out of the cocoon and watching the magical process of the colors of the wings coming out, and watching even more magical process of freedom and flying. So you're going to witness something beautiful with this person, and you're going to be there to witness that moment, and that's going to create an endearing connection between the two of you, that spiritual moment of transcendence, a closure on the past and experiencing the new. It's going to really be surreal. So very special story here. Okay, so let's see the rest of your cards. Wow. What's up here? Wow. I think you're gonna watch this person in that liminal time as the doors, spiritual doors, are opening up for them. You're gonna watch them in a time where they are achieving their wildest dreams, and they experience these euphoric moments with you, and you will become one of their many dreams that are coming true right in front of their eyes. The things that they wished for with the lamp, Aladdin's lamp. It's like, oh my God, how are all these things happening at the same time? And my dream person, what? So yeah, you're watching all of this spiritual magic unravel right in front of your eyes as well. In fact, you are part of that magic for them. Okay, so let's check out the rest of your cards. You've got the Six of Pentacles, again, a card of generosity. Let's pause and not analyze. I usually wait, but your cards were so clear. You've got the Queen of Wands. You've got the Seven of Wands. The Two of Cups. Oh, do I have a lot to tell you guys. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. There's something very endearing about your future spouse. It seems like they were left behind by their community or group of people or friends, family. Because that's an Inuit story about the woman who was kind to the insects. She was old, she couldn't keep up with the tribe, so they left her behind, and they left some little insects for her to eat. And so even though that's all she had, she decided to be kind to the insects and give them life. She felt, oh, I'm old, but these insects are young, give them the opportunity to live. So she frees them, as you can see. And by the way, these insects, they come back and help her. So it's a very sweet story. What I'm picking up is that they were disappointed by their family or by their community at large. Perhaps they felt like someone dear was supposed to be there for them, and they weren't. And despite that, they never lost their generosity. That generosity that they put out in the world, just like the balance of the Six of Pentacles, is coming back for them as their karma, to help them in what seems to be the beginning of the greatest times of their lives. So all of the kindness that they gave out from their hearts, as always, was never forgotten. Karma is not forgotten. It takes time, maybe in this lifetime, maybe in another, but there's an order to the universe. And so this is the time where maybe they've done a lot of kindness, not just in this lifetime. Maybe your future spouse is an old soul who's highly spiritual, who's transformed from one lifetime to the other, It may even be the grand finale, the final lifetime, at least on Earth. And so, in any case, we just got on and on about these details. In any case, I'm picking up very spiritual person, whether they're into what we now call spirituality or their own form of connection, they are highly spiritual being. I mean to say what we call spirituality, like whether they're aware that we as a community exist, that's what I'm trying to say. Or that they've read anything in the occult or anything like that. Maybe they have no idea. They're getting the same experiences that we get, 11, the synchronicities, any of that, but they just don't know that there exists a community out there, which I've met a lot of people like that. They just don't know that they've been seeing this magic, which we were one day, remember? One day we were seeing all these signs, and then we found each other, right? So whether, I'm not saying they're going to be like that. All I'm saying is whether they are aware of a spiritual community or knowledge out there or not. All I'm trying to say is that they seem to be a very old soul, and they have a strong connection with the universe or with their spirituality. So their karma, this is the time where karma is back at it, baby. It's back, giving them so much in the form of many wishes coming true for them. And so do you see here, you can see the old woman, and here with the Queen of Wands. This is not a coincidence. The Queen of Wands is the most attractive and charismatic minor arcana in tarot. So I would say perhaps when they were sad, their potential, their vibrancy, their attractiveness even levels. They're also their financial situation, all of that was kind of like muted, or what felt like sad energy, this person has gone through heavy energy here. Perhaps it was the clearing of their old karma, and as they've cleared their old karma, the good karma is replacing it. So all I want to say with that part is that, again, you are meeting them in a time where they're finding their vibrancy back again, their energy. Look at that. Their energy, their power, their confidence, their attractiveness, all of that is coming out. So to say that you're meeting this person in a time of change is really an understatement. They're genuinely closing up a totally old chapter. They've gone through part of it. And it seems like you're coming in a time where the real magic is happening. So how are you going to meet this person? You're first of all meeting this person while they are hard working. They're working very hard. I paused because I just read about the Scorpio season. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. I'll tell you how I'm connecting this. But very quickly, you are going to be meeting this person as they're working hard, eliminating the challenges before them. They've got the power to do that, and you will be meeting them as they cross. Do you see? As they cross to the other side. That's when you will meet them. In terms of their timeline. Not in terms of months or years or anything yet. I didn't pick that up. But that's when you're meeting them in their life. So, how are you meeting them? Here, this is the story of Gilgamesh and who has found his equal. How did Gilgamesh find his equal? Well, Gilgamesh was known to be the strongest, the most powerful. There's no one in his time who was as strong as he was. Very powerful man. And then he wrestled with this man beast who he discovered for the first time that he's actually has that equal power. There was a push-pull dynamic that wasn't going anywhere. Push and push back, that wasn't going anywhere. And in that moment, Gilgamesh admired his opponent. And they became best friends forever. The love between them was indescribable. They really loved each other. So it seems to me like you will somehow, you two, be bumping heads towards each other. You will be bumping heads. It seems, you may not like this one, but it looks like it's starting off with a bit of a challenge here. Like, each one of you challenging the other. Each one of you confident about something. Each one of you confident about something. And when you discover that the other person has got a type of quality that is equal to you, that you admire about yourself. This is the moment where you will stop and admire each other. Let's say, what's your top quality? I don't know, I'm just guessing. Like, let's say your top quality is confidence. Let's say your top quality is kindness, or honesty, or empathy. Any of those awesome qualities. And somehow you're bumping heads on something, you're unhappy, and amidst all that, you notice that this person has your type of empathy, your type of kindness, your type of intelligence, or your type of good heart, or your type of brilliant communication skills. So whatever it is that you admire about yourself, and you see that, humbly speaking, you could be the best in that area. You see yourself as really good in that area. So in that moment, you will notice that person, and they will equally notice and admire that quality. It's kind of like, oh my God, I thought I was the only one who had that. I can't believe I found my equal. And this is the moment where you two become best friends. First and foremost, the attraction between you two will be like wildfire. The Queen of Wands here shows two attractive people, two people who see each other as super attractive. Oh, maybe your quality is attractiveness as well. So please take it how it resonates. And you two will really... So yes, you two in each other's eyes will find each other to be super attractive inside out. And something will begin in that moment that is solid, that will only grow from there. The amount of admiration and love in this moment as you two discover who you really are, it's that, and that's why it seems like it's important that you two go through this challenge. It's like cutting months upon months in a moment's time and discovering who you really are. The core of yourselves appears in a moment like that. So what's the challenge here that you two will be going? Are we allowed, or are you supposed to reveal it in due time? Let's find out if we're allowed to know. 10 of Wands. Are we allowed to know? Oh, yes, you are allowed to know just a little bit, not a lot. And I say that because this story, be careful, even if you're an intuitive person and you can find out more, like you're very good at reading your cards, or you're good at asking and meditating, whatever your intuitive skills are, because in this pile you have the capability of finding out more. Maybe it's through more readings, like with that intention, please give me more, or like always listen to your readings, don't get me wrong, but it's like, no, I actually want more information on what's that challenge going to be. That's what I mean. It's not about don't watch more. You'll always receive what you're meant to receive, but don't put a lot of intention on hearing more about what this challenge specifically is going to be, because it might end things for you here. That's where the danger is, because here the father kept listening and listening until he died, looking for his daughter, and all of these beans, these nuts, came out looking like the ears, because this father kept listening intuitively, looking for his daughter. Just a quick, long story short, very quickly. So this is where I'm getting the idea of, yes, you can hear a bit, but don't obsessively look for that energy, because excess of it may prevent you from finding that person. Like, let the energy flow easily. Right. So I would ask to pull out once and for all in that area what you're allowed to know. Only what you're allowed to know now. Thank you. About that challenge. So this was our yes or no. The Fool card. What you're allowed to know. Maybe there's something about you two being from different lands because of the mermaid, and we know the mermaid finally makes it to the land. I don't know, wait. Knight of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Not appreciating perhaps what you have or something, or not knowing the value of what you have yet, maybe. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something closed here about one of you. Perhaps close up in culture, you know? Slow movement, like slow to change minds, slow to do something. Very close on, maybe protective of your land, protective of your people, protective of culture, protective of maybe even religion, who knows, protective of something, and only to learn the value of something much, much more beautiful. Yeah, that is as about much information as we're allowed to know. So yeah, but in any case, this is going to be beautiful here. So that's something solid that begins. All right, so now let's start taking a look at how your future self, more information about how your future self is going to be like. Obviously, they seem to be a very strong person, inside and outside. Well built, you know, this is, I'm not talking masculine or feminine energy, like I'm saying that they're just well built and they are strong inside and outside. They are kind, loving, they are attractive, and they've worked so much on themselves. Spiritual person who has dreams, who's now about to receive it because they have worked hard on them. That's the Scorpio energy I was about to tell you. The raw energy that is accessed through effort, because the effort is the vessel in which the raw energy can pass through to attain what we manifest. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time talking about this because I don't want to waste your love reading. All I'm trying to say, I just said it because I said I was gonna tell you about it, but all I want to let you know is that this person is highly spiritual and they've worked hard to attain the very dreams that they have now. Yeah. If you want me to expand a little bit on what I just said, like you're curious and you're like, come on, Reem, I wanted to know more about this, I highly respect that. I will give a little bit of information, a good summary, good fulfilling summary after I say goodbye to the first pile, so that I can tell you a little bit about this. So yeah, stick around if you want to hear that. Okay. Also, another thing here that I'm noticing, that due to the many changes and lifetimes that they've gone through, whether this is in this lifetime, all these changes, or all the other lifetimes they've gone through, you can see that they have adopted qualifications that you don't usually all meet in one person, especially in that last cycle they've gone through. So, and that's the meaning of balance, one thing and the other. Perhaps, for example, when you meet a kind person, more often than not, it doesn't mean that this is the truth. That's why it's misunderstood by a lot of other people who are kind and strong, right? That they choose to be kind. But the reason people see a lot of the kind people as, I don't know what they call them, meek, or they don't stand up for themselves, or whatever other tags that come along with that, is because a lot of people who have that beautiful qualification maybe don't work on balancing it with strength. So that's what I mean by a lot of qualification, a lot of characteristics that usually don't come together. So that's what I'm seeing here. You will find that they are one thing and the other, like they're kind and strong, super smart, organized, very creative, they're not going to lean on one thing and not the other. You'll find them pretty balanced, surprising you with different things that they have the flexibility to have at the same time. Exactly what I'm seeing here. So yeah, you will find them well-rounded individual. You're really going to like this person, I believe. Okay, so I want to ask timing. Oh, look at that. And the card. I was gonna grab the deck. Are these three? Let's use them. And, I'm getting something. With all of the circles here, maybe towards the end of the year, like a full cycle around the sun. Could be, but let's see. and you will go 4 seasons with them. This is a reading about spouse, right? So you will go 4 seasons with them before either they become your spouse or you talk about things getting like super serious in that direction. One or the other. You're either going to be married by 1 year, or you go through 4 seasons before they tell you, I can't live without you. Would you marry me? Like that. Or you tell them that, or whoever tells the other. So timing. Temperance, 8 of Wands. Temperance, water and fire, or ice and fire. So it's going to happen in a season between the end of winter and the beginning of the warmth, the spring. So this person, you will either meet them to some, or the other way around, the end of the warmer seasons and the beginning of the winter season. So here's the thing. This is what we asked, so I better stick with what we asked. We said, when are you going to meet this person, not marry this person, right? So let's stick to that. You'll be meeting this person in between seasons, either towards the end of the summer and the beginning of the winter, or the end of the winter and the beginning of the summer. And by summer here, of course, I mean spring, the winter there, I mean fall, you know what I mean. Right, so that's the first thing that we have. 8 of Wands, quickly, so it could be whenever you're listening to this, the nearest of the 2 that I just mentioned. So that's quickly. Looks like you're about to meet this person. 7 of Pentacles. So what do we mean by meeting them? Remember, there's a situation there. So 7 of Pentacles means slow and steady. And these 2 look like from different tribes. I think you will be from different countries. And so the 7 of Pentacles, there's something about, this could be travel. Maybe one of you is traveling to the other person's country. Extra detail here, but it's there. So 7 of Pentacles shows that there is a development to this connection. Like first time you meet may not necessarily mean that much, right? But that's the first time you meet in between seasons, the nearest one. And you can see with the 7 of Pentacles from that situation, perhaps with all of the arms, you will be doing many things together, or you will be in touch, the hands, you will be in touch here and there for different reasons. Yes, you'll be in touch with this person here and there. Communication will be a thing between the 2 of you here and there for different reasons. And the connection from then onwards will start developing slowly but surely, leading up to this infamous moment of your reading. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck with your beautiful future spouse. May you two be very happy together, live a long, healthy, happy life full of love, experiencing it to the fullest and enjoying it. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Okay guys, I did not forget my promise. So if you're still here, you want to know what I meant by Scorpio energy of using the hard work, right? I'll tell you what I mean, especially that we're in Scorpio season. By the way, if you're still here, I would say this just reminds me, we were just talking about timing, right? So I think if you're still here, you're meant to know that perhaps you will meet this person in Scorpio season. That's what we're talking about, right? That's what we stopped to talk about. So what do I mean? Scorpio is related to the planet Mars, just like Aries, right? So this is raw power. This is very important. This is raw power. Raw power it's not easy for us to yet just receive. That's why for us in our vessel of human beings, it's related to the energy of war, right? War, power. It's an energy that we can't handle at the moment. And it's also an energy that's very stimulant and quickly, because there's no vessel, quickly diminishes. Like what, for example? Like instant gratification. That's why Mars is also related to sexual activities, right? It's like that instant strong hit, and if you don't know how to like handle that energy, it's like that instant gratification, and that's it. A lot of it without knowing how to use it in the right way, like how Hinduism teaches us. What's it called? What is it called? How did I just miss that? Using sexual energy for manifestation. I can't, because that's a strong power. It is the energy of manifestation, and that's what I'm getting to right now. I can't remember the part. I don't know why it's lost on me. In Hinduism, that using sexual energy to manifest, to know how to use it to manifest. That's what I'm trying to say. So in any case, for us, it needs a vessel. First of all, so that it's not very stimulant, that it affects us negatively, raw energy, and it needs a vessel in which it can manifest, into what we want. And the awesome thing about it is that it's prolonged. It's something that you can be in touch with for a very, very long time, maybe forever. So you want to create that vessel for it. What's the vessel? It is created through work. It's called the energy of resistance. There's the energy of wisdom, and the energy of mercy. So you have to have the energy of resistance to create the vessel for that energy to manifest for you. That's why I'm just listening to a story about how a monk was working hours upon hours in the field, and they asked him, with all of the knowledge that you have, why are you plowing and plowing and plowing? And it's because this monk understands the energy of resistance, understands the energy of creating that vessel for manifestation to happen, and it must come as good for you and others. One of the energies that is great to use with the intention of it being good for you and others. Which takes me to the second type of energy, which is the energy of mercy. As you're working on something, you must, I don't want to say you must, but the other vessel is mercy. You want to have mercy on yourself, and you want to have mercy on others. So as you're working towards manifesting something, you want to be kind to yourself, merciful, like, oh, that didn't work, I'm up to no good. And you must be kind to yourself. You know, that Empress energy. Have the Emperor and Empress energy. I'm going to work hard, but when it doesn't happen, that's okay. It takes time for energy to grow, right? So you got to have mercy on yourself, and you got to have mercy on others. Don't compare yourself to others. Hate your journey or hate somebody else's journey. You must, I don't want to keep saying must, but choose to give that mercy to others. Others are on their journey to manifesting. Give them that love and appreciation and good wishes as you give it to yourself. Remember, at all times, the universe is abundant, and most importantly, you are abundant and not limited. So don't judge yourself. Be merciful on yourself. Always look at, okay, well, how can I make it better for myself? What type of mother would you want? A mother that criticizes you, continuously hates your shortcomings, or a mother that is your team member who's like, let's work on this together. Let's make it better. I believe in you. I know you're going to get better. I know you can do better. And look at these mothers. What type of miracles do they bring in the world? It's the type of miracles that we watch in awe. So everyone has unlimited potential. Get in touch with that through nurture. And so that's what I mean. I kept going on and on. Sorry. I don't want to babble on and on. All I'm trying to say is create the right vessels. The vessel of wisdom, the vessel of resistance, the vessel of mercy. The vessel of wisdom is that vessel of energy. Don't take it raw. Create the other two vessels for them. I hope I was able to explain what I wanted to say here for you guys. I've never done that, but I also felt like I don't want to be... I'm not selfish. I'm definitely not selfish. I just didn't want to waste other people's reading. But at the same time, I felt like, what if someone out there wanted to hear that? Here it is. And it's something that I could do, not to interrupt people's readings. I could always keep that note for extra information for whoever wants to find it. So guys, that's what I have to say about this. This is Scorpio season. Make use of it. Enjoy it. And create that vessel for what you want. So that was what I wanted to say. Sending you guys so much love, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your future spouse. What are they going to be like, and how will you meet them? These are, looks like you've got 3 here. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green moss agate. Oh, you've got 2 cards here. Your significator card is the cedar with extraction. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Libra, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so all your cards are now ready. Let's create space and get straight into your reading. So let's explore these 2 cards first. You've got a riddle. Ooh, with the Sphinx. That gives a lot of perspective here, but I don't know the context yet. So yeah, tease, conundrum, mystery, Sphinx, solution, clue, historical mystery, hidden meaning, gatekeeper. All of these are nursery rhyme. So all of these are keywords to the reading, like one of them or the other, or maybe all. You've got beach, shark, beach ball, submarine, drowning, lifeguard, jellyfish, bikini, boats, nudist, holiday, tanning oil, night swim, and so on. Okay, and look at that, the yellows and the greens, I'm going to keep that in mind because it seems like it's significant. Right, so solar plexus, heart chakra, perhaps. You've got Mars in Virgo with skill. Imagine Virgo working super hard, all of the intricacies and the details to build something. Right. You've got refusal to change. Wow. That card was in pile 1. I highly recommend you check pile number 1 if you were drawn to it. I know you're going to get a lot of perspective on your reading. So that's there. And look at how the cards are coming together. They're like a puzzle, because I'm about to put this one here, which will give us space for another one here. So kind of feel like a puzzle. Okay, like, yeah, that building of something, right? So you've got deadbeat. And you've got aggressor. Sorry, I just put the picture together. Right, so now let's start pulling out your tarot cards. Ace of Cups. You can see the fish is about to plunge into the water. Makes me feel like something is happening now for you. Seven of Cups. Something is happening now that you don't see coming. And it's something beyond your wildest dreams. In many ways, by the way. Their character, who they are, their story, how it's going to happen. It's beyond what you can imagine. Or what you have imagined. Or what you would or think you can imagine. Seven of Swords. You've got another 7 here. Do you see the synchronicities? It's almost like you're matching energies. You're matching energies. All right. You've got the 10 of Swords. You see, people are getting ready. Because this is the before tarot. It shows you events before the classical tarot, the Rider-Waite-Smith. So you can see there's something about to happen to this person. It might not happen, but it's about. Or at least we get the idea of something about to happen. You see, you keep getting about to happen. The 8 of Pentacles. What's going on here? That is a riddle, isn't it? 8 of Pentacles. Three of Cups. People are getting ready to celebrate. They're preparing the drinks and everything. So everything is about, obviously, it's the before tarot. Let's pull out one more card. Can I not push the cards and bring another one out? Look at how the 7's connected for that to happen. And you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Right. So what's going on here? You will meet this person in a time where they don't know what to do. They're in a real conundrum. They're trying to figure out a situation. Do you see? Here, the 7 of Swords is about to steal the swords. Here in the 10 of Swords, they're about to attack this person behind their back. So it makes me feel like you are meeting this person in a time where maybe there is an aggressive energy plotting against them behind their back. You can see shattering here behind the back. Shattering that could hurt their inner child, or something that could break them. It could, this is the Ten of Swords, something that could break them. Now, you'll meet them before it happens. That's not going to happen, because here you can see the Eight of Pentacles collecting accolades. So perhaps there's something about their hard work that is going to save them from this work, alongside your companionship. Because like I told you, you're going to be meeting this person before that attack happened. Perhaps you're going to help them see through what they're not seeing. They're hard worker. You know, the thing is with Virgo, they're so detailed. They're so focused on the minute, which is awesome, but they aren't focused on the bigger picture. It's not one of their fortes, right? So that's why the closed eyes. The Seven of Cups is more like the bigger picture for sure. So they can't see the bigger picture. And I'm seeing you're here to accompany them through the lack. The dog is a great companion, a loyal companion, a great friend. So what they're lacking here, you master. And you will be meeting this person like it's divine timing to help them clear out this conundrum. And I see you being the one to clear it out for them, or help them, not for them, but to help them see. Because you see the candle flickering here? It's just like the crackling of the cedar when we light it to clear out the energy, right? So you reach out to them in a time where they're alone and they lack the tools or the capability to see beyond the details that they are so good at. And that's why they see themselves in a conundrum. And it's a time that's with their narrow, I don't want to say narrow, that's not what I want to say. Their gift of seeing the details, but lack of seeing the big picture, is about to put them at great risk. And you're like, hey, you're a marvelous builder. Eight of Pentacles, you're even a master, but you're gonna put yourself in danger like that. Whatever you're ignoring, your refusal to look at the bigger picture here, it could put you in great danger. And bam, Ace of Cups. Something about this moment will begin huge romance. I see the fish jumping into the sea. It's that moment of falling in love. Perhaps falling in love with your beautiful, loyal character. Falling in love with your intelligence and how you're able to see something they're not seeing. Showing them through their conundrum. You see, lifeguard. You're saving them from something, jellyfish, that could have burned them. So I see you extracting them from this dangerous trap, saving them from drowning, taking them safely to the shore. It's like protection, absolute protection from this aggressive energy. I feel like they're really going to admire you for your loyalty first and foremost, for your partnership, for being there, first of all, as a friend, from something they couldn't figure out. Perhaps they couldn't even see. You know how a riddle is? It plays on what we don't see. So a lot of the strong friendship is built here. And I see that they're also admiring your expertise. Perhaps you are able to look at a big picture, they're able to look at small picture, and they really admire that about you, and your companionship, your loyalty, your good heart. How you were able to intelligently clear out that bad energy that perhaps they couldn't handle, that was going to hurt them. I think I got a crazy idea. I think it's about look, remember we said it's a puzzle, riddle, puzzle. They were puzzled, they didn't know how to take themselves out of something, and you saved them. So that's definitely intelligence. They see you as very intelligent. They admire that about you, and they get to know about your character, who you are, what a wonderful person that you are. And they get to enjoy this friendship with you as you two figure things out. They get to see your mastery, your mind. I think the crazy thing that I wanted to say, that it has to do with money. You know why? Because when I looked at this, I found myself mentally going like this. Because the drums, it has 2 strings with the beads, and when you move it like this, then each beat hits the drum on one side. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So when I mentally saw this movement, I was like, hey, wait a minute, this is also a movement of money, right? When we go money, 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 right? So this is giving me an intuitive idea that you're helping them save a lot of money that otherwise they were going to fall entrapped into. You see? So that's amazing. You're like, hey, watch out. You're going to lose that money if you're not careful with this. This is a trap. You're just falling into it right now. This is going to be shattering. You worked so hard. Look at this, look at that, do this, do that. And they really admire your skills. There is a red rose here, which symbolizes love. So you can see a friendship, as well as maybe business or energy of business and money, as well as love, all happening simultaneously, you see, at the same time. You work together, you build a friendship together, you save them from a trap, you put your minds together, a friendship is built, and a love relationship, all forming at the same time. That's why you've got the Ace of Cups first. Jump start. And as the fish jumps into the sea is wide, and it's not endless, but you know what I mean. It's borderless. So I see you two jumping into boundless love. This is going to be a deep, deep love story. And with the shore, this is just the beginning. I feel like they will always say, oh my God, my spouse, partner 2, pile number 2, they were so smart. I don't know how they figured this one out, but that was so smart. Okay, so your reading provided us first with a lot of details about how you're going to meet. Let's now get more information about how your future spouse is going to be like. Seeing cedar, I feel like they have clean energy, meaning inner child, they have a good soul. They have a good soul. They are someone who chose to be alone. Perhaps that's why they work hard and alone. Maybe because of the grayness of the world. Oh wait, I've got a lot to tell you actually. Maybe because of the darkness of the world. So they choose to keep that clean symbolically clean energy that they have, because they don't really resonate perhaps with most people around them. Something about their inner child that went through something maybe traumatic. This could be like an angry parent or an angry teacher, maybe an angry society. And this person refused to change. So I wouldn't say it didn't affect them, because it obviously affected their inner child, who perhaps feels lost and is trying to connect but can't find the people who to connect with. Maybe whoever that person is, society, parents, teachers, bully, they felt like they couldn't connect. And so they, in order to keep what they always believed was clean energy, maybe they learned at a young age, very young age, what bad behavior means. And then they chose to be different because they don't appreciate it or value it. They definitely refused to be similar to those who have treated them as a child bad. And so they've gotten to the habit. That's why they're so detailed. You see how they're looking at their phone? They're so detailed. I think it's because they've learned to, let's say, mind their own business, to immerse their mind into something deep so that they don't get into the drama, which over time gave them the skill of looking at the details, but maybe didn't allow them to fully engage their mind or give their minds the opportunity, at least in the past, they can always go back to that, to look at the big pictures, because they had to like be so focused to zoom out of that noise, that chattering. But the wonderful thing about them is they chose consciously, it's like a decision that they made a very long time ago, to not match that energy and to stay pure and clean energetically, if we can say that, and kind, and whatever comes with that, wise, empathetic, any energy that's different, they cleaned it up. And they even worked on themselves a lot to never be like that. So they're definitely the sort of people who are like, oh, I saw my parents do that, I would never do that to people or my children. Or they saw society do that, they would say, I would never be that person. Whatever this aggressor energy in their point of view was. Okay. Anything else? I saw several things. They might be living in a place near the beach. Just a guess, please take it as it resonates. The Sphinx, they might come from a culture that was ancient, one way or the other. Ancient culture. So they could be like Native American or Egyptian or any other civilization that has the Sphinx, like the Greeks, or of course Mesopotamia. So that could be Iraq, Iran, you know? These are all the different nationalities or races or origins, at least, of an origin that I see here. So we said Native American, we said Egyptian, we said Greek, we said Iraq, we said Iran, or of an origin, right? But of course, it doesn't have to be. That's just an extra detail that's there. Please take it how it resonates. Okay, so anything else about them before I pull out the obvious cards here? They could be a Virgo, not necessarily. You know, that's just an energy of details due to what they've gone through. Yeah, I think that's really the things that I'm seeing. let's now pull out the cards and see what they're like, right? What are they going to be like? So, wow, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So speaking about the money and the wealth that you help them save, they've got a lot of it. So we're looking at a very wealthy person. Knight of Pentacles. They started, by the way, this is like not inherited, although, by the way, I could be wrong, because the 10 of Pentacles is an inheritance card. But they're very hard workers also. So they could come from a very wealthy family, but it could also mean, these two cards, that they worked hard to make this wealth. I could check later and see which one, maybe both. That would be like super wealthy, right? Oh my God, I think, boy, were they gonna lose a lot. Were they like sacrificing their family's money here? That's why they're so thankful. I think it's both. Why don't I don't want to mess with what we're getting here. Let me pull out another card to see, like, is this both or one of the energies, please? So that, oh, this one's sticking out. Please let us know, is this one or both? This way we understand what we're looking at. Castle, neighbors, yeah, guys, it's both. This person comes from a wealthy neighborhood, like they are, yeah, they're very wealthy. Their family is wealthy. Castle, neighbor. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dick, for making it so clear. Yeah, so it's both. This is a person who comes from like a wealthy family, wealthy, classy family, from a good education, good neighborhood, as the cards showed. Yeah. So yeah. And on top of that, with the Knight of Pentacles, they worked very hard. It didn't stop them from being a working person who started their own wealth. Like, it's that type of person who grew up in a wealthy family but is not depending on their family's wealth. They know it's there, but they're like, I want to make my own money. I want to be successful. I want to be hardworking and consistent. They honor work, obviously. They honor their individuality. Or maybe if this is pertaining to parents who are like controlling, maybe they're like, okay, fine, thank you for giving me a good life, but I don't want you to control me with your money. I'm going to do my own thing. So these are the different energies that I see here in your pile. Wow. Got the Three of Pentacles. This is a visionary. This is a person who envisions things, has a plan, becomes passionate about what they want to do. Yeah, that's the energy I'm picking up. They plan for it. They start, Three of Pentacles, working hard. They start working hard. They get excited about the little first milestone and they go, oh, it worked. The concept worked. And they continue to work on it, and they are on their way to making great wealth. Who knows, like their family, or maybe even exceeding it. The power that this person has is strong. Mars in Virgo, this is a person who's not going to stop working. They're going to work and work and work and plan and plan, and perhaps they have a team now with the Three of Pentacles, maybe, or they're working alongside others. And they're like, this is going to happen. That's what I envisioned. That's what's going to happen. And I do think, and I do feel and see that this person is going to be building great wealth. So I think one of the things that you don't see coming at all, like with the hands on the eyes, perhaps the type of wealth and success that this person has. That's the first thing we can see that you don't see coming. Another thing that you don't see coming is that companionship. You see, you're going along, strolling. Dogs are so cute. They're like, ding, 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 ding. You know, you're strolling on your path and you're like, oh, look at that. That looks dangerous. Oh, And I see with your good heart, you're like, no, there's an issue here. You are going to go through trouble. You must look out for this and you must look out for that. So that's why this person, now seeing how hardworking they are, how much they're going to appreciate you for this kindness. Okay, so Three of Pentacles, yeah. Let's continue. Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, this person is going to live a luxurious life. It's all the Pentacles, you see? All the wealth cards have showed up. This is a person who envisions a life, a big one, and they're about to like get something big. So does this mean that you're gonna meet them on the precipice? Not only, so you're saving them, but you're meeting them also on the precipice of them getting a huge, like the offer of a lifetime, so, like a proposal of a lifetime, offer of a lifetime due to their hard work. You're gonna watch and marvel together at this huge life-changing proposal or offer that this person is going to have. And I see you, perhaps you are saving them from the dangers of this huge offer. Maybe you are an expert who has gone through this yourself and you're like, I know about these types of offers. And you're like, what are you doing? Did you check this? Maybe your heart, pinches you. You can see that terrible mistake that this person happens. Maybe you happen to be in the same room. And you're like, did you check this, and that? And they're like, no. Did you revise this, and that? And they're like, no. Are you crazy? In a good way, of course, respectful way. You're going to lose this. That you give them the opportunity to do that. Do you know that you're at risk of this? Talk to an accountant, talk to a lawyer, talk to this, double check that. You must have this clause. I don't know what you guys are up to, but you're gonna show them a lot of things, and your heart pinches you. You're like, how can this person be walking mindlessly? Like, they can easily take this or take that. Maybe you're like, they're gonna steal your work, or they're gonna take your hard work, or do this, or hit you there. And you're like, no, don't do that. And so you save them from drowning, from something they wouldn't see in a million years. You're like, protect yourself from that. And I think they will genuinely, I said it a lot, but they will genuinely appreciate you standing by them in a time like that, showing them what they can't see. But also what you can't see is the type of opportunities and wealth and story that this person is going to get into now that you're friends. First of all, I think they will open up doors to you. Like, maybe now that you're friends, they get to show you access to a type of elite world that you haven't seen before. Perhaps it's through the family or the lifestyles they have, or the type of things that they're now going to go through with this huge offer. Wild energy. What else? Also, what you don't see coming is that quality of a person and the type of love that I don't think you are foreseeing here. This is deep, deep, deep love. Beautiful friendship first and foremost. Love is not just emotions. It's a beautiful friendship built between two people. The companionship, the journey you're gonna have together. And I think you will follow them through. I think you will enjoy this journey, and you will choose to follow through. By the way, when I say choose to follow, I'm not saying, because sometimes what I say is misunderstood, I'm not saying that you will drop what you're doing, and or maybe this is something that you will enjoy, who knows. I'm just saying that you will be on the journey with them. So maybe you will choose to be a partner with the Three of Pentacles, partner in whatever they're doing. Maybe they offer you, or you, like, it's just so happens that it forms this way, or you're just part of this beautiful, like you're doing your own thing, but you're part of this awesome world. I don't know how it's going to work with the two of you. It's your decisions at the end of the day, but I see you following through on this amazing journey that they're about to get into. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna get into Queen of Pentacles. Luxurious life, luxurious lifestyle, a lot of wealth easily coming in, feeling comfortable, feeling a pampered lifestyle with the Queen of Pentacles. Can you see that? The cards are just like vibrating this energy. I told you, remember when I told you this? So you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Let's pull out the rest of the cards. Wow. I mean, what is going on here? Wow. Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Cups. But humble and sweet and loving at heart. Do you see? It's almost like it's a movie being played out. First, the bird puts it into the cup, and then the fish, pew, falls in love. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing it's the beginning of a beautiful love story from someone who's got so much wealth, so much success, super fortunate in life, living the dream with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. My God, like, money for this person is never, ever, ever going to be an issue in their lifetimes. In their lifetime, maybe lifetimes was something I was supposed to say. But anyways, and despite all of that success and grandiose life and the great life they've lived, and they're very humble, sweet, loving, and life almost throws you into their path, and love between the two of you jump starts from there. So what are they as a person? They're very loving. Page of Cups is like playful, lighthearted, sweet in their playfulness. They would do playful things that would make you laugh, but simultaneously melt your heart. Sweet at heart. They would do these little and big things that would constantly make you go, oh. How can they be so sweet to think of the little things like this? Sweet, sweet, sweet inner child. You're really gonna feel super fortunate to meet such a person like that. They will always stay sweet at heart. They will always stay in a perpetual cycle of change and growth and making more and becoming better and helping others around them. So this is a person who constantly changed and will constantly keep on changing. So that's an energy that you need to know here. But this is an energy that changes to the better. Always changes to the better. It's almost like this is a person who others need to keep up with them. Not keep up with them as in compete with them, no, but keep up with the changes of their lives. They're like getting better at this, getting better at that. So their life changes in this way, and then changes in that way, and then they do this, so that happens, so that change, action. And that's due to their passion for change and evolving and getting better. Beautiful person, my dear pile. Number 2. That is exactly what I see. When are we allowed to know when? When are you, this is Ace of Cups. This is something happening these days. But Look, 7, 7, 5 plus 2, which is your significator card, is a 7. So I will keep that since I just noticed it as well as I'm asking the when. When are you meeting this person? The moon card. Strength, which is 8 here. Did you already meet them? Did you already meet them, but within the next 7 months, things will, because I'm seeing with the 18 of the moon, of course, 8, 8. So if you're watching this later, it looks like the end of July, beginning of August. But since we're seeing the now here, if you're watching this reading right now, I'm seeing something interesting. I'm seeing that this person is already somehow one way or the other in your life. Maybe you're not paying attention to them, or, you know, you're about, maybe they're not yet completely in your life, but they're about to show up, or you're about to notice them. Now, these days, you're about to see what they're going through, and you're like, what are you doing? So there's the moon is mystery, right? So and here the moon is catching the danger, you see? So you meeting them, meeting the danger and all of that is now. And I would say now plus 7 is 8 months. So between the now, what will happen this month, as well as the developments towards the next 7 months, your connection will grow and you will start seeing, because I got an intuitive hit and understanding right now in my mind that you will be, which is actually something I've told you before, this net. In the next 7 months and this month, as things develop, these things are going to be intertwined together. It's almost like your worlds are intertwined loose, and it becomes tighter and tighter, and all of a sudden in 8 months, the 8th month, you find yourself totally connected in all of your life with a person who you didn't know 8 months back. You're like, oh my God, all of a sudden I have a lot of feelings for someone, and I'm suddenly doing all these business deals or collaborating with them. All of a sudden that we're moving, or we're doing this, we're doing that. My life's changing. What are all of the, how did our lives become so intertwined in just a little bit of time? And the two beautiful dogs here, two loyal partners who first notice the danger, work on the danger, and then the path begins. So yeah, that's exactly what I see for you, my dear pile number 2. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading and that it brought you perspective on what to expect next. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your future spouse. What are they going to be like, and how will you meet them? These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box. Okay, so very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Tiger's Eye. Your significator card is the tobacco card with the keyword offering. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Sagittarius, Leo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay. So let's keep that to the side and create space and take a look at your oracle cards first. So you've got Sun and Aries with authority. Wow, very powerful. You've got call to change. And you've got in denial. So some of the keywords here are phonetic, symptoms, alcoholic, climate, denier, self-deception, play the victim, prestige, debt, domestic abuse, addictions. Yeah, I think there's something about addictions here with tobacco. Okay, anyways, a small detail, perhaps, just a guess, I might be absolutely wrong, but maybe your future spouse might be a smoker, or could be like has some form of habit, like I don't know, alcoholic. They're not alcoholic, but maybe they like something, like maybe they enjoy something a bit too much. I could be wrong, but we'll find out together. In any case, I promise to tell you exactly what I see. But overall, this is like really beautiful energy. In case you are wondering, you know, offering is like a person who lets energy flow through them. And that's a beautiful thing, as well as what I saw here. So let's find out together. I don't want to say too much until we have all of the cards on the table. This is why I resisted a little bit to talk about this card. We'll wait and see the full picture. It might be the other way around, you know, call to change. Someone who cares so much about a specific cause and wants to change them. That's why it's better to wait and not jump into conclusions. So, rising from the ashes, a phoenix. Okay, so that makes sense. I'm glad we waited. 10 of Swords, an end of a pain, end of a chapter, rising from the pain. So it's starting to make sense here. You've got the 3 of Swords. You've got the Ace of Cups, healing. This person absolutely healed themselves from something brutal. All right, you've got, look at that, and regained their strength back. What a story. Wow. So you've got the Strength card. Ooh, you've got the 10 of Cups. Such a beautiful card for a love reading. You've got the Queen of Cups. You've got, I think, it seems like at some point they heard some news that broke their heart. Because look at that. I think this point changed them. Right, interesting. We are asking, how are they like? We're now taking a look at their story. All right, or maybe it's because of the sad news that they had to, like for a while, a coping mechanism that they were able to heal and move past. And you've got the 4 of Pentacles. I think I need one more card. All right. And the 9 of Wands. Right, let's find out more about them. Very strong person, no question about it. What they were able to overcome is big. 9 of Wands is like pushing through even when you're tired. It's that confidence, that strength to stand there when needed, even when you're so tired and wounded. So very strong person. You're gonna be impressed with the strength they have built, the life story that they have to share, and who they are today, despite of the pains and the difficulties they've gone through and what they had to do to cope through it all, and who they are today as a person. So a long story to share before meeting you. They definitely hit rock bottom. They were at a point that seemed like no return. The ashes And they are these sort of people that rise from the ashes with power. So let's now get to know more about them. So I'm so curious. What is the sad, heartbreaking news here? Because it will depend on whether this is future or past. So if we're allowed to know, or as much as we're only allowed to know, yeah, for a while this person kept to themselves or had to use what they have to get by. Let's see. Can we kindly access the information that we're only allowed to know, even if it's nothing? Only what we're respectfully allowed to know about the sadness here. Six of Cups. Yes, Six of Cups. King of Pentacles. Yes, it looks like this person was in a stable relationship before. So that is the past, just as I felt. They were married to somebody before. And it was such a beautiful life, it seems. They had children together. And they've built a solid life together. King of Pentacles is like building so many things together. Relationship, foundation for their children, wealth. They've built all of their lives around this connection. So the connections that they both made, where their children go to school, the projects and the plans that they had together, like a solid life. Two people who decided to spend the rest of their lives together, and it seems like something happened all of a sudden that broke this person's heart. Are we allowed to know why such a breakup? There's denial here. Oh, yes, that was the other energy. So if we're allowed to know, why was there a breakup after deep love with the Queen of Cups? Especially your spouse really loved, your future spouse really loved their spouse. So are you meant to know? And when you meet them, we'll find out what your cards want to say, whether we're allowed to know or not, and what it is if we're allowed. So Seven of Pentacles, apples could be temptation. The Hierophant, it could also be health. Health, maybe their spouse passed away. Health condition that evolved slowly with the Seven of Pentacles. Hierophant here is focusing on the healing. They tried their best. That's why they're there for each other. So the heartbreak is the sad news of the health condition. It looks like, they tried to go the healthy route, because they're looking at their pantry. They're figuring things out. They're looking at all of the options that they have on the table. Like, should we go this direction? Should we do that? Should we do this and that? They really tried hard to fight it. So sorry about that. That's why we were talking about ashes here. So sorry. Okay. So that's why this card looks like the Hermit, you see? This person was alone for a long time. Healing this sad energy. They tried to figure it out, you know, with the Four of Pentacles. They tried to figure it out. We now have learned that they have children, so they tried to figure things out. They also were trying to figure their emotions out, because it seems like for a while they were in denial and had a coping mechanism to try to be maybe strong in their path and their path of their children. And so to cope, they went yet through another thing, and then they, at some point with the Ten of Swords, it has become so painful and that they had to wake out of it, wake up from it. And you can see them here recuperating, rejuvenating, picking their strength. Very, very strong person. They healed. They genuinely healed themselves. Yes, it's still a sad story in their past, but they've now moved past it. And they've found themselves again. They've healed. They are starting a new happy beginning with the Ace of Cups. They've accepted the things that happened. They've seen life now from a different perspective. Authority, Sun and Aries, they decided to take control of their life and not their life take control of them. So yeah, see here, play the victim in this card. So they were like in victim mentality for so long until they were like, they hit rock bottom here. And they were like, Ten of Swords. They hit rock bottom and the only way was to rise. They found the strength to push themselves up into a new beautiful life. Okay, so let's continue now and see more about them and more about how you're going to meet them, how they're feeling now, what they are now, all of that. Two of Swords. Now they are calm. They don't know yet anything about the future. They've learned to focus on the present moment. Not looking at the past, not looking at the future. Just live in the moment and take care of their children. Look at that. Queen of Swords. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, that's really nice to see. They're starting to enjoy their life now. They've learned to enjoy life nonetheless. They're focused on organizing their life with the Queen of Swords. They have plans for the future. They're great leaders, great guides. They've learned to make a nice atmosphere for them and their children again. So they're picking their game back up again. The 10, from the 10 back to the 10. This time from a solid place with the 10 of Pentacles. The solidness seems to come from learning about life, getting wisdom about life, and learning not to be vulnerable, that life has its ups and downs, and to stay strong and happy nonetheless. You've got the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Now they're starting to dream again, dream big again. Now they have all different dreams now. Started a new life. Planning things, working on things they enjoy, reimagining how awesome life could be. Definite new chapter here. Definite clear out of the old. Oh, they're even like with the Death card, they're making major transformations in their life at the moment. Such drastic ones. Maybe they're even moving places, cities, countries, them and their children. Yeah, there's something. Was it your pile, the neighborhood? No, it wasn't your pile. So yeah, they're making major transformations. Speaking of neighborhood, you know, pile number 2 had a card that says neighborhood and it had all these houses. So if you're drawn to pile number 2, you want to know more about this, perhaps you will be able to understand the 2 piles and what they mean for you. Okay, so I highly recommend it. You've got the Death card, you've got the 9 of Swords. Whoa. The Vulture. Eating at the old. Ah, yes. They're making all these drastic transformations and leaving places, leaving homes and all of that. You know how the vulture, it eats away at the dead things, and we're talking about the dead. So, yeah, someone passed away. So, in my opinion, this is saying that they're making all of these drastic changes for them and their children to move past this sad energy, these sad times, to start anew. And now they're so focused on the happiness of themselves and their family and their children. They have new plans. They have all these awesome plans of making life beautiful again. And the Ace of Pentacles. And they are, when you meet them, they will be making these major steps. New chapter, new solid beginning, and they're making different moves in their life. So you're meeting them during that change. Do you see the lemonade here? You will meet them in a time when you will admire how they've turned lemon into lemonade, the bitter passed into something sweet and lovely. You will admire, I keep telling you, you will admire their strength. So there you go, you meet them. It seems like you are somehow part of their plans. Your plans and their plans match, meet. And thus the 3 of Pentacles. You will very quickly, it seems like it's a professional and homey relationship, because there's something about you working together, but it's not professional as in you do these tasks, I do these tasks, we meet next Monday to follow up on the progress. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, all I'm trying to say that here it's more, how can I say this? It's more friendshipy. Maybe you're gonna be friends. It's more cozy is the word I'm looking for. For one reason or the other, there's this environment here seems to be more chill, to the point where you're gonna love learning from them. They might even be your mentors, you know. Perhaps you want to participate in the project because you feel like you want to learn from the successes that they've gone through. Very strong character here, someone who's exudes authority and power, but in a sweet, lovely, cozy way. So I feel like you two here have the air of friendship, like are friends to some degree, but you're also discussing projects and things that you want to do. Also, the things that you're working on are a lot of fun. How can I explain it? While they are leading, there's still an amicable relationship between the two of you. I think I'm getting close to what I want to say. So, yes, it's professional. Yes, you work. Yes, you do what needs to get done. But they also invite you to see their family. You know, there is sweetness going on. Authority, but with sweetness. So you're definitely learning a lot from this person. They have a lot to bring to the table. They've shifted a lot in their lives. Perhaps they've got the type of, because Queen of Swords, they've got the type of experience and knowledge that you admire. And that's why you love to be part of the creativity and the plans. You know, the Queen of Swords sees far ahead. You love their vision. Look at that. You love their vision. And you're excited and happy to be part of what they're creating, even if you're doing your own thing. So perhaps why the amicability. So yeah, there's like work and friendship mixing together almost seamlessly. There isn't a clear line. It's happening together. You see? Happening together. Your work partners, but also becoming very good friends and getting to know each other's families. And it shows a lot of respect, admiration, and love between the two of you, and love from one human to another first. You're going to meet this person in a time where they have so many dreams, and they're going to get these dreams. And they're using their knowledge, experience, and even connections to make these wild dreams come true. I think it's one of the things you're going to love about them. Their vision and the exciting things that they want to achieve, and you love being part of their journey, especially after admiring their story. And you can see the lemonade on the table. And I think I see that they will give you an offer in this wild dream, in this wild project that you're so excited about. They will give you an offer, almost one that you can't refuse. Like, you can, of course, but it's so good, you will love this offer. Tobacco's been offered to the gods, so a very valuable offer, very hard to refuse. So you see the wonderful connection here between the two of you. Mutual love, mutual respect, nice partnership. Three of Pentacles. So it starts off obviously here through a shared vision, a shared plan, a shared story of exciting plans about the future, and you love being part of it. You're setting the foundation of this great project with this person, stone by stone, step by step, from its very beginning, from its inception. Okay, so one day it started out as a plan between the two of you, like see, that's what I'm planning to do with this part, and what I achieved here, I want to do it like this, and we can now take this. You see that vision now that we can do? Yes, I love it. This is brilliant. I have these contacts, I have this knowledge, you have this, you can do that. That's what we can do. Oh my God, this is brilliant. So that's the energy that I'm picking up here from the cards, right? And you admire that about this person. The quality of being so savvy, so strong, but also so loving and homey and creative is something that you will really love about this person. There's something so homey about them. You can see it from the very beginning, actually. Right. Something so sweet, yet very strong about this person. Okay, then what happens? You've got, ooh la la, you've got the Knight of Cups. That's what happens. Makes sense, right? You've got the King of Swords. These two things happen at the same time. So there's some energy happening here simultaneously. Two things that are growing here at the same time. Ooh. King of Cups. There's a third child here, just saying. Maybe. Because we kept seeing two for this person. Just saying. King of Cups. Whoa. Queen of Wands. That's a bold one for sure. Bold move. Shining bright. Ooh, look at that. Temperance card. Your cards are clear. And, yeah, happy birthday, or rather happy anniversary, with the Nine of Cups. Very clear, as you can see. The cards are showing after that there's a growth of, if this is a business, then there's growth, continuous growth, huge team. That vision that you're working on starts coming true, and at the same time your love story is growing. I see you being enamored by each other, daydreaming about each other, falling in love with each other, thinking obsessively, nearly in a good way, about each other. So love grows exponentially here, as well as your project, whatever this project that you, or this vision that you believe in is. And you grow, you attracted to each other until a point where you love each other. There's fire, the fire grows, and the bond between you and your children, their children, grows, and you find yourself looking at something beautiful. There, it's all one family, like you're already from the very beginning becoming one family anyways. It just happens naturally. No agreements, no we have to do this for this person, nothing. It just merges seamlessly again and happens. There's a lot of love here between you and this person and the family. This is like warm, beautiful family. Passion between all members, especially you and this person. And you grow, your admiration grows, where both of you are like, oh my God, that's the person I dream of. I don't want anyone else. Oh my God. You're enamored by each other. And you can see here with the Temperance card that you start putting your energies together into one. The fire and the water, Temperance, merging two things together into one. So in my opinion, this card is trying to describe how your lives continues to be one, up to a point where, first of all, this oneness happens and you decide to get married. So you all become one first, and then that's just the only logical thing to happen, because of your deep love and admiration and attraction towards each other. You're inseparable in everything, in life and in business or in your vision. You're inseparable as a family. You're spending all of your time together. It just naturally happens that you get married. It's like marriage happened before marriage itself, you know? Yeah, and I see you celebrating your lives year after year after year together. Happy family, happy marriage, happy life in all ways. This is going to be a very beautiful connection, my dear pile number 3. And from the very beginning, even though they've got all of these plans, they will be offering you something so generous, so kind, something worthy of a king or a queen, which will really show you just how much they honor you. And yeah, I think you're gonna have so much fun together, and you will love this family, you will love this connection. And yeah, you're definitely getting married, because the marriage card already came out. So I was like, yeah, referring to, yep, you're gonna get married. And this is also explaining something that you continuously celebrate, giving me an understanding that this is forever energy. This person in general seems to be a person who is very committed. So, my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck. Such a sweet story. May you have a wonderful life with this person. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3. I'll catch you in the next reading.